We are starting a new series here on this channel here. As you guys know, Supercross, the opening round of Supercross is January 4th. That is this weekend. I am getting excited for it. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? But this show is basically every week we're going to have a prediction show come out on Thursday. And I don't know what day yet, but between Sunday and Tuesday, we will have a wrap-up show of all the races here for Supercross, all 17 rounds. This is where you can get your prediction show, and we'll be throwing out stats that I have seen at A1 every single year. And we'll be throwing out my predictions, and you can leave your predictions down in the comments too. So our first round is A1. And by the way, every Thursday, let me know in the video's comments what you think is going to happen. So every weekday, 12 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, we will, normally at 12 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, this one's coming out a little bit later, we will have our prediction show, and then I'm still trying to figure out the wrap-up show. But we're not here to talk about my schedule here on YouTube. We're not here to talk about any of that. We're here to talk about A1. And if you were wondering, yes, I will give my predictions on the 250 West and East Series as well, because I was able to look up the entry list for the 250 West guys, and it's almost the same as last year, but a few changes. Let's go. So, we're going to start off, I think we're going to start off with the 450 class, because that is the big class and the class that I think everyone cares the most about. So, let's start with, I'm going to guess the top 5, and then maybe I'll throw out some other guys that I think will be up there, top 10-ish maybe. So let's start off with our 5th place rider of Anaheim 1. It is going to be Malcolm Stewart. I think he's going to get top 5. He's going to get 5th place. It might be like last year where he's running towards the front again. And a lot of people don't know this. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Last year was actually Malcolm Stewart's first ever Anaheim 1 on a 450. I think ever in his racing career, actually. So, I think he's going to get the 5th place spot. He got 7th last year, and Malcolm Stewart's he was building last year until he got hurt. I mean, he only raced like 2 races, 1.5 main events. But still, he was building, and I think 5th place is a great place to put him. And, yeah, 4th place, I'm going to go with... This one's hard. I really didn't think about I only thought about my winner. I didn't even think about the top 5. But I think I'm going to have to go with Anderson. You know, I picked him for the championship if you watched my other videos. I think Anderson's going to do the Dungey thing this year, which will be super boring, but that's the way he won it in 2018. So yeah, I think a 4th at the first round is going to be, I think that's where he's going to end up, guys. I mean, comment down below if you don't think so. 4th place is a great place for him to finish. And by the way, I am playing PS4 Supercross 2, the game that I really don't like, but I don't hate it. But that we're not here to talk about video games. So that's my 4th place, Jason Anderson. 3rd, I think 3rd just because, I think 3rd is going to have to go to my boy. This is hard. It's between Webb, Tomac, Cianciarulo, and Roxon. That's my rest. I think I'm going to have to go with, I want to say Tomac. Tomac got 3rd at the opener last year. He's gotten better at the A1 race every single year, so it wouldn't hurt him to win this race, but I don't think he will. I think Cianciarulo will not finish top 5, and that's why I'm going to be nice and put Cooper Webb in the 3rd place position this weekend. He knows he does not have to win. He knows it's a 17 race series. He just knows he has to win in the West region to even have a shot at this. So I think 3rd position is a good fit for him. So I'm going to put him in the 3rd. And by the way, I'm putting Adam Cianciarulo 6th, or flopping Cianciarulo and Malcolm Stewart around. And in 2nd, we're going to go with Eli Tomac. He will get 2nd place this weekend. And I guess that leaves 2 riders for that 1st spot. And I just mentioned that Adam Cianciarulo will not come in the top 5. But I will not be surprised if he wins this race. But my pick for A1, I think it's a lot of people's picks too. It's going to be the 94 of Ken Roczen. He will win his 1st race since San Diego 2017, the 2nd round in Petco Park. I'm not counting the outdoor series because that's completely different. But Roczen will win the opener. He will come out guns a-blazing. You know, he's had some time to train. And by the way, it's really sad that Marvin Musquin's not going to race this weekend or all 17 rounds. That's sad, but you know, Ken Roczen will come out with a vengeance this weekend, and he will take the top spot. Okay, I've run down my list for the 450 guys. But now we're going to have some honorable mentions here, because these are guys that very well can get very easy, well, not easily for a few of these guys, but it wouldn't shock me if they got top 5. I'm going to put Cianciarulo in that list, and I'm going to put Vince Friese in that list. Those are guys that can get top 5. They are capable of it. They have the speed. More AC, more Adam Cianciarulo than anything. But those are the guys that I think will crack the top 5 and be like an outlier here. Chad Reed, I'm going to place him in about 10th place. Yes, it's his final season, but the guy's too old to be getting top 5 anymore, or even coming close to a win. He's probably Atlanta won 2015. Will probably be his final win of his career. And I'd actually be a little bit shocked if he won one this year, but that's a conversation for another day. Alright, we're done with the 450, so if you guys don't really care about the 250 West, which I don't know why you wouldn't, that series is what ended amazingly last year, then you can click away now. I'm going to start listing off some guys that are racing 250 West. So Dylan Ferrandis will hold the number 1 plate this weekend at Anaheim 1. Great. Shane McElrath will be racing this weekend. Jordan Smith's going to be there. Hold on. I had this pulled up a little bit ago. Yes. Okay. So I have the list pulled up. The 250 SX region. Jeremy Martin. Okay, let's go over our top 5. And shock a few people too. In 5th, I'm putting Jet Lawrence in 5th this week. I don't think he has the speed to win it, but I think he has the speed to get top 5. I would not be surprised. So, and plus what we saw from him from the Monster Energy Cup, that was amazing. So I'm putting him top 5 in 5th. In 4th, this one's really hard. I think I'm going to have to put Shane McElrath in 4th, unfortunately. Shane, I think he's getting to the back end of his 250 career. He changed teams. He changed teams to the Yamaha Star Racing team. That might help him a little bit. I mean, I miss him when he was on the KTM, but they don't stay on that thing forever. And in 4, we are at the podium position now. In 3rd, I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Colt Nichols in 3rd. Yes, Colt Nichols is gonna get 3rd. He won A1 last year, but it was a mutter, and I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he took it, though. He's one of my favorite number 13. Well, one of my favorite numbers. In 2nd, I'm going to put Christian Craig in 2nd place. Guy's on a mission, and it wouldn't shock me if he gets 2nd place. And, of course, on top, I'm going to put Dylan Ferrandis. He's going to come in faster than ever, and he's going to take the top spot and keep that red plate. I know Jeremy Martin does not have that much luck on the West. We got to remember 2017, guys. Other honorable mentions that are racing this coast: Jordan Smith, Alex Martin. So both Martin brothers will be on West this year. That's going to be interesting. Michael Mosman, Brandon Hartranft, Justin Cooper. Who else is racing? Jet Lawrence, as I said. And that's about it. Shane McElrath's racing this close. This class is so stacked. It is insane. It's going to be a great year. I can't wait for A1. I don't know. My top 5 might change after practice. So this is just me just going off of Monster Cup, going off of all the off-season things, what I've heard, what I've seen. So this is just me, and going off their last season at Anaheim 1, this is just what I've seen. So that is my top 5 for both of the classes, the 450 and the 250 West class. I hope you enjoyed this video, and leave your top 5 or your winners or your podium. Leave whoever you think is going to win down in the comments below. And remember, if I subscribe to you, actually no, if you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you. Thank you guys so much, and see you guys either Sunday or Monday for the wrap-up show.